this is something that the scientific community has been talking about for some time now. And the problem is that we've been talking numbers, we've been talking likelihood and probabilities, which are very intangible and quite difficult to picture and realise when we talk about risk. And I think it's only when we see the impact and we start to see these things unfolding that for many of us, climate change becomes real. And those risks start to then play out in terms of economic costs that then start to drive our politicians and our businesses to start taking this seriously and investing in reduction of what is, it's an invisible gas, but it's wreaking damage across the planet, and it's knocking out those systems that would normally absorb these shocks to the system. It would absorb the temperature and keep the planet cool. And at the moment we're seeing systems like the rainforests and the glaciers being damaged, and we are really worried about this, and we need much more urgent action. It again, you would think so, but there's still the argument. We're talking to undo the damage that's been done and to move away from our reliance on fossil fuels that economies are built on it's no easy task. And it's only when we're seeing these huge impacts and the fact that we cannot do nothing. And I think we've waited too long. Every single molecule of CO2 that we emit is doing damage, and it's going to stay in the atmosphere for some time. So we have no time to waste. We can't have targets that are way in the future. We need to ramp up the targets, meet these targets sooner, and just stop emitting and stop the damage being as bad as it can be. And when we talk about these targets, in the IPCC, we talked about this target of staying below 1.5 degrees rise. That's not halting climate change. We're still talking about a rise now that's inevitable. This isn't going away. It is going to get worse. So we need to stop it being as bad as it can be and think about mitigation and think about managing these risks that are going to impact lives through natural disasters, but also incomes. We're changing the land and we're changing people's ability to be able to have a livelihood.